Dear children, welcome to 12th Maths Part 2 for Inverse Trigonometric Function Introduction. We had just finished in previous video up to this 7 point sine function we have seen there. Now for that I wanted to make it very clear with this previous page horizontal line test. You might remember and you might have noted down previously. See, horizontal line test, what happens here? In horizontal line test, see this curve, blue color curve is there, and this is a line, horizontal line we have taken, and it is intersecting this, cutting this curve at only one point. You cannot have any horizontal line you take, it cannot cut more than one point. It is cutting this is the curve at only one point. You take any horizontal line, please, and it will be cutting it at one point. And if it is cutting at only one point, then it is one function. Dear children, please see, only one point, so it is one function. Now see, in the second case what happens, if this is the graph and if you take horizontal line, it is intersecting this graph, this blue color, at 2 points, more than 1 point, very clear to you, more than 2 points it is intersecting, so it is not one, it is many one function. Now let us see, using this concept, let us see this sine function. You will be very easily seeing that sine function, if you take any horizontal line, see, it is cutting more than 1 point. You can imagine here in this figure it is more than one, and if you take total this one, obviously it is not one. Please see, dear children, it is many one function, it is not one function. And now, since this sine function is not one, it is not invertible, okay, then we cannot have chapter number 2 in 12th mathematics. We can't have, but we have this. It means now we have an idea. See, what is the idea? Idea of breaking the domain. Idea of breaking the domain. Now here we can note it down for clarification. Okay, to verify many one function, what we have? Horizontal line cuts the graph of sine function at more than 1 point. See, more than 1 point. You take any horizontal point and it is, see, you can observe very easily, it is intersecting the sine function at more than 1 point. Therefore sine function is many one function. Okay, it is not one in its natural domain. Please see, in its natural domain and range, whatever we have the natural domain, what? Real function, real numbers minus infinity to infinity, and range is -1 to +1. Now see what will be the technique. We will use a technique. See, we will use a technique, and it is from mathematician's friend, please remember. For sine inverse function, we have a technique for sine inverse function for chapter 2 of 12th mathematics to exist. What is the technique? Technique is piecewise concept, dear children. Piecewise concept, branch-wise concept, same thing. I have given different names. It is breaking the domain. See, this is the basic thing behind this inverse trigonometric function. What is piecewise concept? I want to make it very clear to all the students how we can have this concept. Piecewise concept, branch-wise concept, or you can also call it breaking the domain. Now see the domain of sine function is real number minus infinity to infinity. Now we are breaking the domain, means we are not taking this whole graph, we will be breaking it. And how will break? This is very interesting to note. Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. One breaking I have done here. Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. See, this is the minus pi by 2 and this is pi by 2. So you will see the graph up to this only. You will restrict the domain. I am saying this only, not the whole. And if you see this, if you draw any, you see only this, okay? Only this. You have to, don't go beyond this, dear children. Can you see? Minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. And if you see here and you draw any line which is horizontal, please see very carefully. Any horizontal line, it will be intersecting this graph, this portion of graph I am talking, breaking the domain. Only this domain you have to see. Then any horizontal line is cutting the graph at only one point. Got it clear? So dear children, you can break this. You can take this one piece. We can take another piece also. See this. We can take another piece. This is how? What is this? See this? Minus 3 pi by 2 to pi by minus pi by 2. See this? See this? Breaking. We have broken this domain into pieces. See. If you see this domain, this piece of domain, again you take any horizontal line, it is intersecting the curve at only one point. So in this interval, it is 1, 1. And we can say that for this, we can find inverse. And like this, you can have many pieces. Many pieces. These pieces I have written here. See this, dear children. Minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. You can take these pieces. You can make your own pieces on that one. Minus 3 pi by 2 to pi by 2. We can take pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2 and so on. Now, what happens after this? It is to be very, very important. See this chip. Very short invertible function. This I will send to you. It is the same thing which I have explained. This for invertible function we have 1, 1 and 1, 2 we need. See, same thing. Only for introducing this thing. Now, coming to next point. See, we have various pieces of domains. This minus pi by 2, pi by 2, minus 3 pi by 2 to minus pi by 2, pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, and so on you can have. So, dear children, very important thing, very important point is coming now. Very important point. For every inverse function, remember, out of this 6, for every we will have one principal value branch, and for sine it is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. This one we will take the piece of domain as principal value branch. Remember. And this is made from time immemorial. We are using this as principal value branch. And this one you can see through this figure also. See this, dear children. This is the graph of sine x. Sine function graph. Now see, this is the sine inverse. See what happens in inverse. The domain becomes range and range becomes domain. See, this is this one, domain of sine x. So it will become range of sine inverse x. See, range of sine inverse x. This becomes, and see, this one is the range minus 1 to 1. This is the range of sine x. So for sine inverse, see, it will become not range, but it will become the domain. See this, I made it domain. Domain on x-axis and range on y-axis. See. Here now we will have the pieces of domain in sin x, and now here we will have the pieces of range here. See this. Clear? So for these pieces, this one from, see here, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, this portion is called principal value branch. Remember, principal value branch, what is principal value branch? For sin inverse, for cos inverse, for tan inverse, or all the inverse functions, you have to remember, it must be kept in mind. So here I have listed here principal value branches. For sin inverse it is this, for cos inverse it is this one, 0 to pi, for tan inverse it is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and remember this is a small bracket. It means you are not taking this and this. Minus pi by 2, pi by 2 both are excluded. Here cosec x, cosec inverse, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and remember 0 we will not take because in between 0 is coming, so exclude 0, don't take 0, remember it. Sec inverse 0 to pi, cot inverse 0 to pi, here also both sides it are, these two values are excluded. And remember in sec inverse, see pi by 2 you cannot take, see 0 to pi, pi by 2 will come at some places, so this pi by 2 you are not to take in this between. So we can write this also, see this, from this interval we will subtract this 0, we are not taking 0 in this one, and in this one we are not taking this, so you can put. Be careful about this, here you must curly bracket, here is curly bracket. So dear children, we have understood inverse function, and basically how we are going for inverse. Please remember, we are restricting the domain of sine, and when you are restricting it, we are getting like this in inverse. See, and for all the inverses I have sent the figures and it is written there, all the functions for inverse, sin inverse, cos inverse, tan inverse, all it has been drawn in one page, and in one page it has been drawn sin to tan, all the functions. Please go through that, and if any problem is there, just try to concentrate there, and in the next topic we will be discussing more. Thank you.